Wait, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys, I got a package delivery. Hello. I had to run to the door. Oh my, sorry. And it's so hot outside. It's so, I don't know why they come at this hour. Usually, I don't know if it's this company in specific that they do it, but usually they like the national um, post, mail system that we have. Um, they deliver, I think that mostly till 2 p.m. And then if you don't get it in that hour, you wait until the next day. But I don't know what is it with this company. Yesterday I got a notification that they supposedly they came to deliver something at 6 p.m. and I had been here the whole time and I didn't hear anyone calling. So I don't know. I think that's a bit of BS. You know when they don't make it in time and they put as if they already passed here, and actually I don't know if you guys can hear me well. Sorry, guys. And it's so hot. It's so hot, guys, in here. I swear. Look, I don't have my mate today. I just have water. Oh my God. I believe I'm going to melt here today. And also, since I have to go down the stairs and then I have to go and open the door. There's a lot of doors, so, my God. I did a bit of cardio before pulling cards. Can you see? Oh my. I don't know where to put it so it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I'm actually in spring, but I don't know what is it. It's so hot. And now I'm thinking, I have the two cats here. I have the two cats here, and I just closed the door. Wait a second. Oh, and I don't want to take off my mic again. Well, I have the two cats here. They're sleeping. But I'm thinking that one of them is going to want to get out. Now they're sleeping, but in a few hours they will want to leave. And I close the door. And I will have to get up to open the door. Yeah, the Aquarius duo. Oh my. I will take Luna again to the bed tomorrow because yeah, she has to go to, to see the new bed. She's done with the pills, but I'm just so worried, guys, because she's so skinny. She lost a lot of weight, and she doesn't seem to be putting on weight. She's not recovering the weight that she used to have. She's super skinny. Like I cannot even hold her because I can feel like her ribs, and it's so it's awful. She's doing okay, but she's acting like I don't know, guys. I think that there's this is why I'm like, what is it that she has? Because she is like all the time she wants to eat, and all the time, even after she asks you to eat, she wants to eat something else. Like I'm cooking for myself, she wants to eat that. The other day we catch her, like I was cooking a piece of chicken for her and Negrita. And I went, I don't know where to get something, and my dad found her that she was on top of the counter of the kitchen counter, and she was like going through I had like a piece of chicken, of uncooked chicken breast. It was on a bag, and she was about to eat it, and it was uncooked. I was cooking for her. She never had done that. Like what it reminds me of? Like it reminds me of, cats when they are on the streets, that they are super hungry, like so desperate for food. That's what she reminds me of. Like her, like how she has been behaving. Like I don't know, because and I don't know where she puts everything that she eats, because she is getting skinny and skinnier and skinnier. So I don't know, guys. I swear, the day that someone tells me what is going on with her, I don't know. And I'm not in a situation. I believe that neither of people that we live in my country. I'm not in a situation of, paying or for a lot of studies and just a lot of different things that I have to give her. Like I will go tomorrow. I can pay a blood test, but more than that, I cannot pay it, guys. It's like a bad time of the month for me, and I don't know. Maybe I can talk to the vet and be like, this is what I have available. I don't have it anymore because I have bills to pay and I have other things to pay as well. So yeah, it's exhausting, it's stressing. Did they check her stomach? She's okay in her stomach. Yeah, they did check her. Did they check her? They did. It's normal. Like she doesn't have anemia. It's just that they think that maybe there's something in her blood. Maybe there's something in her blood. Maybe this bag that she got, it got in her blood. So it's sort of like consuming, like all that she eats is consuming it. It's my first time seeing a cat doing this. I never experienced this with another cat. Guys, that I always tell you, like Luna specifically had always been someone that had respiratory issues, like, coughing, a lot of allergies. She scratches a lot also. She loses a bit of fur. But she never had this getting so skinny, like I swear. She's a different kind of cat. She's a different kind of cat. She's not the same cat that you know from a few months ago. There's something that she has probably that is, and I have been going, the other day when I showed her to you guys, that I held her in my arms, that's when I started to feel, her ribs, and I was like, why is she so light? And I took her, and they gave her more pills. Um, she's okay. Like she has, I believe she has recovered from. She doesn't have diarrhea. You know, she eats a lot, but she acts as she's desperate for food, and at the same time she's not getting weight. So it's so weird, guys. I think that she's not my cat. She's other cat because the way she has been behaving, I don't know. I don't know. I believe she must have diabetes, but the doctor says that the glucose is okay. It's normal. Yeah, on Patreon, Rafi. No, but don't, guys, don't. I can make it. I can make it. I can make it. I just have to organize myself. Um, and I don't know. I think that also, I was talking to my dad, and my dad is also, we are tired because we had been taking her different places, and we don't see her like getting back to normal. That's what the vet had said. Like she's supposed to, like if she had like already recovered from what she had, that is bug in her stomach, um, or that parasite, she is supposed to be getting to her self again, being herself again, like the way she used to be. But she has been acting like this before she got the parasite, before she got it. Because, sorry guys, I got disconnected. Not the internet failing again. Um, and I used to tell them that I see her skinny. I see her losing weight. And they were like, no, but she's normal. She's okay. Like, I guess, maybe because they are indoor cats, maybe they were, I know my other cat is huge. So maybe for them, like the weight that she has, it's considered normal. But for me to feel her bones is not normal. Like, I don't know. Like, I know that, we changed bedrooms. So, that we have the stairs. So I was like, could it be that it's because now she does more exercise? Like, she climbs more, she goes to the rooftop, she does more exercise, sort of climbing the stairs, that before she didn't do that. Mm. We are all the same, Danya. We are all, like, I swear that everyone that I talk to, we are all like like it's like you don't want to be like, repeating the part that I'm broke, but it feels like you don't recover. Like you don't, like you think like, okay, I have this money for this, I have this for this, you know, and you have it. You are like this. Um, but then uh, I don't know why it feels so like um, I don't know. Now today I had to buy her I had to buy her a collar for her fleece. Um, but also it has to do that everything is very expensive. And probably when it comes to pets, guys, and if you have pets, you probably have noticed that a lot of things are very pricey. Are very pricey. And in my case, I have, for example, I had been buying for her, those pouch of wet food, for her to recover or get a bit more of vitamins, And I also had to buy for my other cat because both of them eat. I cannot buy one a special treat and not buy the other one. It's like I suppose this is how people that have children feel. When you have two, you have to buy for the both of them. Um, uh, Yes, parties were easier when I was 3 and it wasn't my money. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, for me it's like this. I have to give to the both of them. I can I cannot, for me it's like they come together. They're like twins, if they are the yin and the yang. So yeah. But she's okay, guys. She's okay. It's just that she's acting weird. She's besides losing weight, she's getting desperate over food. And this is something that when you have cats, the vets, they always tell you, be an observant of the cat. Because if there's something that you notice that they change in their behavior, there's something going on. So yes, go to the vet, of course, but always be observant of your cat. Because the cat is very expressive. Like once they change their behavior, you're like, there's something going on. Something is not right. There's something going on. So always observe the cat. So, but yeah, let's see how complex this is. Let's see if finally, if I do the blood test, I'm going to take her tomorrow. If I do the blood test, I hope that in that test she can see what she wants to see. Maybe she wants to see if Luna has a deficit of something, if she's missing a vitamin, if she has low ranges of something that in the previous, blood test that they did on her, it didn't come out. There's also something that I was like, really? You're telling me that this this very recent blood test that they did to her, that it was so painful to watch when they stubbed that needle in her throat. It was so horrible to see, to witness. And you're telling me that study doesn't have what you want to see in a specific aspect, and that I have to do it all over. She's not going to take the blood from here. She said that she's going to take from one of her paws. But, it's a very recent blood test. I don't know, guys, how I don't know how to sort of translate it to pesos, currency. But imagine that it costs like 30 US dollars, that blood test. And I still have pendant to get my own blood test that I didn't get because I wanted to pay hers. Yeah. But she's a new one, Akira. She's the new vet. She's the new vet. I changed because she's closer to my house. She's closer because Luna gets so crazy when she has to travel. Like she gets so crazy. And the thing that I noticed is that, I don't know if it's because she's a woman, but she's so kind to Luna. She's so kind. She was talking very sweetly to her. She was explaining certain things to me. So I felt very comfortable, but with the other guys in the other place, they wouldn't say anything to me. They would just be like, okay, take her, come back tomorrow, or come back in a week, something like this. They wouldn't explain anything to me, anything. Because if they had listened to me when I said that she was losing weight, maybe they could have prevented something. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, and you see it. I don't know if because this girl, this woman is young. There's something about her having a love for animals. You see it in the way she talks to Luna. She was super sweet, so sweet to Luna. And I was like, oh, that's you want that that they treat her so kindly, and she knows a lot of things. She was telling me some things that I didn't know. explaining it to me. So yeah, that's why I'm trusting that it will be worth it. It will be worth it, definitely. It will be worth it. But yeah, the uncertainty, guys, when we were talking about health, health issues, and we had been talking about this ever since I fell off the stairs. And you need the empathy from the professional, because if you go to see them, it's because you know that there's something wrong with you and you want a solution. You want, please, like, give me hope. Something that, um, okay, guys. I will have to start very early. I hope 4 groups I have. 4 groups that I chosen. Not that no one is threatening me to do 4 groups, but I was like, after everything that we went through with the whole Sunghan situation, Rise situation, I think that I'm going to gravitate my energy towards the female in the industry because I feel tired emotionally. So I'm like, let's do plenty of readings for the female energy in the industry, because I don't know. My idea when we were talking about how do they flirt, in this series, was about to get connected with the Libra energy, with being loving, with being seductive, with feeling pretty. And then we just came with very awful news about awful people. So instead of just just getting so angry about certain things, let's focus on the girls. How do they flirt? Let's have fun. And yeah, let's wait for the Scorpio season that is coming very soon. So yeah. Yeah, I will take my time. I will take my time. Yeah, especially because I have to sit and it hurts here. Um, but but yeah, I got this. I got this. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure it must be very challenging to be a vet. I mean, to be a professional of health in general, but yeah, everything that they do, everything they do, like like they operate them, they give them shots, a lot of things, a lot of things, all in one. Pure admiration. Okay, guys. I'm going to start with Itzy. I'm going to start with Yeji, with Itzy Yeji. How does she flirt? Okay. Okay. From the cards, Yeti, she got Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. And then from the Oracle of the IVE of Love, she got the card of long-term commitment. Haven't we talked about this? Haven't I mentioned this in some of Jeji's readings? That I always get this vibe when I read for her that she is or she was in a serious commitment, or that she has something with someone that is long term, because the person keeps showing up, even though there's breakups in the middle. Also there's crises in the middle, but yeah, when I see the long-term commitment, I think that this is her energy. It seems like she has been committed to someone for a very long time, or she is that kind of person. You know, we always have that group, that person in the group, or we always have that friend that is like all the time in committed relationships. And I think that she has that. The oracle is sort of saying that. It says, the oracle invites you to expressly avoid routine. Immersed in daily life, love dies at the outset. Its endurance comes from never-ending transformation, and therefore of continuous renewal. Yeah, yeah, she does give me, like, she enters relationships very fast. And probably when we think about flirting, maybe for her it's not so much about flirting. Probably for her it's more like how to keep, like, yeah, I flirt, but I flirt with my current partner, or I flirt with this person that I know for so long, you know, my significant other, this person that, you know, we have a past together, or we have history together. So for her it's never like something spontaneous. It always comes with this person has been part of my life, and it's not a stranger, or it's not someone new. Especially because the cards that I see, you know, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, it sort of talks about certain like breakups, or you know, when you are when you are caught up in a situation emotionally, when you are, there's emotions here, there's love, there's commitment, there's longevity here. Like, this is not her flirting with someone that they, like, she just met. This is someone that has been in her life, and also that she had a lot of arguments with this person. With the Eight of Swords, there's this feeling of like, okay, I want to end things with you, or I want to let you go, or I want you to let me go. But at the same time, we break up and then we go back together. You know, with the Ace of Pentacles, there's this feeling of like, yeah, I know we should break up, but we always end up together. So the flirt comes from these moments of crisis, I would say, from these moments where you feel a bit like you don't have a way out in the situation. Especially maybe she feels overwhelmed. She's like, oh, I miss this person, I want to see them. I know we had a huge argument, or we had our differences, but I still care about this person. This person is important to me. You know, with the Ace of Pentacles, there's this hope, or there's this possibility of things working out at the end, you know, if they are able to have a conversation. But also with the Eight of Cups, you know, I think that she, maybe, you know, her flirtatious side comes out when things are very close to end. You know, there's something very, very exaggerated and emotional about this, you know, about them probably not being that good for each other, or draining each other emotionally. But there's also about like, when I see that that person is ready to move on from me, or is ready to let me go, that's when I show up with all my flirtatious nature, and with all my talents, and with all my seductiveness, and I go and I flirt with this person, because I don't want to see them go. I don't want to see them leave. I don't want to watch the back of their of their head as they are walking away from me. I have abandonment issues, so I get so sensitive when I see that the person that I love or that I had been having this sort of exchange emotionally is about to leave me. You know, there's something about her wanting to sustain that. It's like, I don't want to let this go. And probably also, you know, when he says about the oracle, you know, that they have to introduce change, you know, so sometimes it's okay if the other person wants to leave or take a time out because you guys maybe had been together too much or you had been going through a lot of things together and you need space or you need time or you need a bit of a break. You know, there's something about maybe one of them being like, no, we cannot be separated. You know, we will always be together or we will always choose each other. And the cards is like, there's moments even in a committed connection that, you know, you somehow, at some point, you have to sort of let go if the person wants to leave or get out or just stay away from you for a while. Let them go. Let them. Maybe on their own they're going to, you know, see something, value you more, you know, value the relationship more, value your presence more, or they're going to finally decide to walk away and not come back. You know, there's something about her and long-term, you know, commitments that she's like, it gives me Moon in Taurus person, you know, very like all about like, I don't want this to end. I don't want this to end because we had been together for a while. So, you know, you're my person, you're my stability, you are the one that I know and I trust. But the relationship, it doesn't seem very healthy or it doesn't seem very good. You know, it has its upside downs. But yeah, I see her just probably, you know, getting flirtatious when things seem a bit catastrophic. You know, like there's drama, you know, there's arguing, someone wants to leave. Yeah, like this. Very dramatic. I was like, when I saw the Eight of Swords, I was like, oh my God, like what happened? What happened? Yeah. Very like very like dependent, I would say. Very codependent. Yes. So flirting is not that fun. I'm watching them sleep like they are, because it's so hot in here at the same time, that they're rolling over, like they roll from one side to the other side. Because I'm sure that they're, I don't know, maybe I am projecting because I am like sweating. So I'm thinking that the cats are sweating too. Okay, let's continue with Junah. I believe Junah is the magnet. No. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It does sound a bit toxic, yes. Yeah. Okay, for Junah, we have the Justice, Three of Pentacles, and the Tower. So she has very strong energy. She has very strong energy, Junah. And also it says transfiguration from the Oracle. Yeah, I think that this girl, it feels much more like free spirit. Like it's like, yeah, I just want to have fun, something like this. You know, her being willing to have fun, and it's like, what it lasts, let's have fun together, something like this. You know, not the romantic. Transfiguration. It says everything comes to wholeness to complete resolution, transfigures and makes contact with the dimension of the spirit. It is but a moment, which hides within itself the signs of decline. Immerse yourself as much as you can in this dimension before it becomes a memory, an illusion, a dream. Yeah, so there's something about, sort of like enjoy my company while you can, because you never know. I'm not staying. I'm not staying, and also with the justice, the tower. But the free of pentacles, I think that she has she loves to flirt, but at the same time, she also wants reciprocity. So, with the justice, it's like, yeah, I can be flirtatious, but you also have to be flirtatious with me back. Like, I'm not going to get flirtatious and you acting all detached, like, oh, you are so important, like, oh, you didn't see me doing that, like, oh, no, I'm untouchable, or I'm not impressed, or I'm mysterious, and you're not going. No, she doesn't like guys like that. With the card of justice, it's like, okay, if I give you attention and I start flirting with you, you better answer back, because I'm giving you my attention and it matters. It's important. And also the Three of Pentacles in the middle, it gives me like collaborate with me. Like let's build this dynamic, let's build this attraction, let's make this work, because I cannot be doing this with a wall, or just be me insisting and calling you and just trying to get to you or impress you, and you being totally closed off and you being like very detached and be like, oh yeah, there you go, flirt with me, I will act all cool and detached. For her it's not like that. For her it's like, it's about equality. And probably when it comes to relationships, she's also like this. She's like, she wants a partner that is like an equal. If you cannot express how you feel, if you cannot express that you like me, you don't deserve me. Like, if you have to act like you are tough, like you are important, like you are the star in the relationship, and you don't care about me, it's like, no, you can be like the hardest guy on earth, but if you are not humble, and if you are not like a good partner, I would not be talking to a wall. Like, she doesn't like that kind of person that is like this cold prince, these men or these people that have this very, detached attribute, like, oh, I'm too pretty, like, don't look at me, I'm too important, like, no, I don't pay attention to you. No, she's like, I don't do that. You better give me attention. I will not be doing this all by myself. Like, so I give you attention and I flirt with you, but you better flirt back. You better give me the attention back. Yeah, it's like, let's work this together. I cannot do this alone. And she probably also values consistency. The Three of Pentacles is also like, okay, I wouldn't necessarily like see her flirting at the club, or just, a place like this, very, very flashy. I would see her more on the common places, at work, or where she studies, or where she takes her lessons, where there's a sort of routine. I see her doing this in those places. And probably the way that she flirts is probably she's working with you, or she's like, she gets close to you in that way, through work, through routine, or if you guys have to do something together. But also, with the Tower, I also think that she is very unpredictable. She has a strong character. So even though you have the Three of Pentacles here, and everything seems perfect, seems stable, she can wake up one day and be like, I'm done with this. I'm done with you. I don't want to do this anymore. So bye. She can be like this. She can be like, like this strong force of transformation, I would say. She would be like, okay, I'm done playing with you. Like this was great. We had fun, but I want to change, or I want to move on. Like, this is not, like, she's not afraid to put an end to things. This is not like the previous reading that we see on Jeji, that she's holding on very tight. No, I think that for Junah, there's something about her not being afraid to end things. She's like, I don't care if you think that you deserve more, or what you think. If I feel like I don't want to continue this, I will end this, and I don't care what you say. Like, and I don't know why when I see all this, I think that probably she does it from a place of, I don't care how handsome or how popular you think you are, but sorry guys, I got disconnected. I got disconnected. But Princess Men, all men in 2024, yes. And she doesn't like that. She wants to sort of revolutionize, I would say. Like, she really loves to bring the chaos. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings? Oh, I'm sorry, you were waiting for this to be forever, like you were waiting for me to be hung up of you all these years. No, I'm going to move on. I need a change. So I love it for her. And she really can make she really can make a man like sort of regret his past actions, sort of be like, oh, why did I miss my opportunity with her? Why did I lose this? Why did I miss this? Like, she can make them miserable. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, let's continue with Leah. Yeah, Leah got the Seven of Cups, she got the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. And from the Oracle, she got the card of Trust, the Elephant. Trust. It says, the hexagram indicates the power of strength, firmness. The oracle is therefore saying that you have the opportunity to achieve true greatness. You only have to evolve according to the nature of things. It's a very beautiful message for Leah in general, because I was seeing like these cards and I see a bit of passivity. So when I think about flirting, I don't see her so connected with the energy of love and just feeling seductive. Maybe there's something about her not feeling that confident or not feeling in the mood. I see with the Four of Swords in the middle, I see a lot of loneliness. She probably she isolates herself. She probably takes a time out. She probably protects her energy, and she's like, I'm not going places because I don't like the energy, feeling like too, like when everything is like chaotic, there's a lot of people, it's too crowded, I need my alone time, I need to be alone. So I don't see her like getting into this flirtatious mode. I think that probably she She could get messages from people, people that are interested in her. I can sort of see, the flirtatious vibe or the propositions or, the messages, like, people trying to initiate something with her through message. I see it coming her way. Sorry, guys, my internet today is failing me. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, probably she's the one that waits for the other person. She waits for them. But at the same time, I think that there's a part of her that she is a dreamer and she sort of fantasizes with people. It's just that I think that probably she has a crush on someone or she likes someone. She doesn't tell others. There's something about her keeping it to herself. So there's a lot of solitude. Probably she would want to be much more expressive, but she cannot at this moment. She's not that, her energy doesn't feel that driven, like that focus. Once she gets focused, she's very communicative. She also loves to probably, if it's about being flirtatious, it's through messages because I have a lot of swords in here. But yeah, with this Knight of Swords as the last card, I can see someone coming her way and sort of initiating a conversation with her and being like, oh, I find you very attractive, like I like you, I have these feelings about you, and her sort of like, starting to feel, this is why we have the card of trust. It's all about timing, perfect timing. She also has to start to open up slowly and begin to trust again. These are going to be very healing moments for her. She's going to make it. But we have to wait for her to get out of the shell. She has to still get out of that. She's hiding a bit still. But she can do it. She can do it. She's strong. But it's easy. It's interesting because we start with the Seven of Cups, that is the card of illusion. So definitely she does fantasize, she does daydream of people that she likes. She probably is like, oh, wow, I haven't seen this person for a while. I wonder how they're doing, and she starts like creating scenarios. Or if she watches, watches their social media, their Instagram, or pictures. She sort of fantasizes with the person. So it's not that she's a rock, it's not that she's like, oh, I don't feel anything. She actually she dreams a lot. She fantasizes a lot about the person. But with the Four of Swords, she probably doesn't do anything about it. She doesn't do anything about it, but in her mind, she probably has her ideal type. She has her ideal person. She probably goes online and searches for the image of that person, and it sort of makes her feel good. But it's a very private exercise. It's a very private exercise of her. At this point, I don't see her going out. But yeah, I think that she's not going out, but there's someone coming her way. There's someone coming very fast her way. I don't know if this person is going to come up with the excuse of like, oh, I seen that you just, started working, or I seen you over here, and this person comes very fast. And it's like, starting to talk to her and sort of, starting to make her feel secure again, but it's nice. I like it. And also, guys, not everyone has the possibility of, when you are in this very complex moment of your life that you are not seeing someone in a specific, and you're like, oh, I don't want to date. I never meet someone. I never meet the person that I like. And all of a sudden you get a message from, someone that you're like, how did you get my number? How did you, those things happen. And it can be very uplifting for your ego or for your self-esteem if you are going through a period of, you're just taking a break, maybe from dating, or you just don't find the person that you like. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to continue with Ryujin. With Ryujin. Okay, for Eugene, we start with the Magician. 4 wands and 10 of swords. And then from the Oracle, we have the card of failure. So also, why do I feel like she also just, it's not that she ended things with someone, but it seems like relationships are a bit complex at the moment. A lot of masks are dropping, so she sort of is seeing who is who. But I think that it all starts very promising, and then she sort of like gets to know the person better, and it's like, oh no, you are like those people. Yeah, very disappointing. But yes, guys, sometimes it's like this. Sometimes we get our hopes up. We are like, oh, I bet this person is different. No, they are more of the same. Okay, failure. It says, every passion runs out of energy, but the interpretation is delicate. It should not be read in a negative way. What is happening is part of the circle of life. Do you feel empty or emptied? It is not a bad thing. On the contrary, now it's time to come back to yourself. The season of solitude is approaching. Learn to dance between encounters and separations. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of people that get really frustrated, especially like in personal readings. When there's people asking like, "Will I meet someone new, or will I meet a potential lover? A special someone? Will I meet that person soon?" And when they get the card of, you have to take the moment for what it is. You sort of have to wait. You have to endure these lonely times or whatever you're going through on your own. Sometimes the person doesn't appear. And that's, you're like, oh my God, like, I really wanted someone to appear. Like, and you feel a bit like, but everything, it has a purpose, guys. Our alone time also has its purposes. But yeah, in the case of Ryunjin, with the Magician and the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords, I think that she's a very brave woman. She, with starting with the Magician, I think that she has this. She's very magnetic. Like when we think about flirting, I can see her initiating, being flirtatious. I can see her feeling confident. I can see her being playful. Also, probably when she has a type or she has a person that she likes, she goes for that person. She's not shy at all. She's also very skillful. She has a lot of energy. I see her giving her all. Especially with the Four of Wands, it gives me that she probably tries to be like the light of the party, or she tries to be funnier than usual, or she tries to to sort of entertain the person, sort of like laughing at their jokes, or just like being super nice or more open than usual, like know her in her usual state, normal state. When you see someone like Ryujin, very close to her crush or someone that she likes, she lights up. It's like, she becomes very funny all of a sudden, or she starts feeling very animated, and she starts making jokes, and she's laughing at other people's jokes, and it seems like, there's a lot of like fun, and a lot of excitement coming from her. And she probably also gets more like, more fun. Like she wants to do a lot of activities. It's like you invite her, and if the person that she likes is in there, she's going to go, she's going to show up. And also I see her just trying to make everyone have a good time. I see her just being like this. She definitely has this fire inside of her. She's like, I want this person that I like to see my brighter side. Like I really, and I can sort of see her also being a bit competitive, trying to be the best. Probably if they are playing something, or if they're playing a game, or if they're going to do an activity, she wants to show off. She wants to be the best of the best, because we have the magician show. So there's something about her adapting herself and changing into someone that you're like, wow, when you are alone with me, you are not this exciting. But you see, you see the person that you like, and all of a sudden you are animated again. You woke up. You are like full of energy. Like what happened to you? And it's very obvious. It's very obvious. But at the same time, with the Ten of Swords, that it says agony. I think that that probably at the end, she sort of feels sorry for herself. I think that there's a part of her that she's like, I done too much, or I was being too much, or probably I was being too obvious, and I hate myself for being this obvious. She probably, I think that she's like, I hate that I cannot be that gracious and, I don't know, mysterious person while flirting. For her, it's more like externalizing how excited she is to see you. And probably she gets too, when you get too energized, that you are like so happy, or you get so well with the person, that at the end, it seems like instead of you flirting, it seems like you two become like best buddies, like best friends. And she's like, this is not what I wanted to achieve. Actually, I was flirting. I was not like, it's not like I want to play this game with you because I love this game and I'm such a like competitor, I love to compete. She's like, no, I'm doing all this because I want to spend time with you. And there's something about her probably doing all of this and choose the other part not getting that she's flirting, and that this is not her just being part of the group or being one of the guys. I think that people don't get the message that she's flirting, because she seems too proactive. She seems too excited to be there. So with the Ten of Swords, I can sort of see her feeling betrayed. It's like I showed too much interest, or I showed that I had a lot of fun, or maybe I showed to them that, oh, I'm so approachable, or I'm so fun, that they see me as a friend. They don't see me as a woman that they would date. So probably she gets friend-zoned a bit, or maybe, there's something about maybe the other person feeling also a bit sort of like overwhelmed by her energy, and just like, yeah, they do this with her. They go on this date, or they go on this, they hang out with her once, and they see all her energy and everything. They're like, yeah, this was great, but yeah, I don't know if I want to do it again. There's something about her feeling like she failed. Like she did all these grand gestures, and the person didn't get it. And also with the Four of Wands, it could be that she's never alone with the person. Maybe it's a group of people. So she's trying her best to show that she wants to be there, but it gets taken. Like, this is why she got the card of failure. It's like, I tried to be, I tried to expose myself so you can see me, and so you can see that I'm here, that I came, and in this case, I sort of resonate with her, because for me also, for me it's like this: if I show up to certain events, it's either because I'm friends with the person, I like the person, or I like the event, there's something about this that I feel connected, Otherwise, I don't show up. I don't hang out with people that I don't like. So also, my presence is my love language. If I show up, it's because I'm interested. If I don't show up, it's because I don't care. So I think that for her, it's like, the person that I liked, they didn't get that I was flirting. Or maybe I was being too much, the other person is a bit shy, and they don't think that she's doing all of this for them, They are a bit insecure, maybe. The Aries again. Yeah, she can be a lot. She has a strong energy. So, it's hard. It's hard for you to feel special when actually she's been dead. She's been one of you, one of the group, like the one that gets along with everyone. So it doesn't feel like you are directing your flirtatious vibe towards me privately or intimately. It feels like you are doing it for everyone and for everyone to see you, something like that. So probably that's where the confusion comes from. That she feels like, oh, I have to change my tactic because they don't get it. I have to change my tactic. They don't get it. But yeah, it's because she gets excited. She gets excited. When she's around someone that she likes, she cannot hide it. She has to show her energy. She cannot help it. She's dead passionate. Okay, I'm going to continue with Charion. Charion. I don't know if it's because of the heat, but I swear they are fainted. The both of them. They are laying all. Oh, the both of them. Another one that gets very sad all of a sudden. Why does she get very sad? For me, Charion, it's so beautiful. Like, I love, like, she is my favorite. Like, I don't know much about her, but she seems so beautiful. Like, I don't know. Okay, we start with the card of strengths. For Charion, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Ten of Swords again. So yeah, very heavy energy. And from the Oracle, she got the Dark Night of the Soul. The Dark Night of the Soul. It says, you are experiencing the confrontation with the existential anguish that suddenly can darken life. The Oracle traces the simple way out. You have to get to the heart of things and not stop at the surface of events. In this sense, the prophecy is positive. Whatever the darkness in which you are immersed, in you there is the awareness that can grasp the teaching. Anchor yourself to that. Yeah. I was getting, with all these tens, I was like, why does she feel so defeated already? Like, I don't know if maybe there's something about her, because we start with the strength card. So maybe she is, she feels like literally, like she feels like she has to be strong when she has to flirt. Like, it's like, I have to show them that I am worth it, of your attention. There's something, she knows how to flirt. She definitely knows. But I don't know if maybe in the past she was sort of like, she was rejected. I don't know. So there's something here, the strength card, the keyword, it says self-love. So there's something about her having to work on her self-esteem still, and I think that she struggles from time to time. She really struggles. We have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So it's a very heavy subject. I think that probably things don't end well for her when she flirts. I think that people make her feel, or maybe the people that she tried to initiate something with, they make her feel like she's too much. Or they make her feel like she's forcing things. It's like, you are being too much. Or you are being too provocative. Or you are being too obvious. Like, I don't like it when girls don't do that. So don't do that. Like, be less yourself. So definitely this feels like a personal attack. Instead of you being like, oh, I'm not interested, I'm flirting with someone, and that person is like, oh, I'm sorry, like, you're not my type, or I'm taken, whatever. You take it and you're like, okay, you don't like me, fine. But in this case, I think that maybe the feedback that she gets is very hurtful, and it's very hard for her not to take her personally. She takes these feedbacks like a sort of like, like a stab in the heart. This is why we have agony, like the 10 of Swords, because she definitely feels so defeated. Like she feels so, like all her energy and her shining, and maybe if she gained a bit of confidence at the beginning, she loses it again. But probably also, because we have the strength card first. So definitely this is someone that with time she has been like trying to become more herself and more proud of herself, and probably she has been working on her self-esteem. I don't see her like, oh, I've always been defeated, like, there's no way I'm getting back up. No, she's trying to overcome this. And I think that when she starts flirting with someone in a specific, that person gives her the green light. That person gives her a sort of heads up, like, yeah, advance, I'm interested too. But then something happens. Then either that person acts dumb, or they act like they don't know her, or they act like, oh, I wasn't that interested in you. They play with her. Because we have the 10 of Wands in the middle. So I see her all on her own trying to carry the responsibility of building something with this person, or trying to impress this person. It seems like she's the only one flirting. It seems like she's the only one that has to show interest or has to do something to attract the person. The other one doesn't do anything. And at the end, they probably leave her. They leave her and they don't explain to her. They're not even kind enough or brave enough to be like, actually, like, you are not my type. So I wonder if actually this actually was very serious, that maybe someone played like a sort of prank on her. You know that usually in high school this happens sometimes, and it's awful. When someone pretends to have a crush on you, and actually this person was told to do this or was there to do this with you, and you believe it, and then you become like Carrie on the Stephen King movie. You want to kill someone. Sorry, guys, like, no. But I think, because with the strength card, I see her all, feeling with her hopes up, being like, wow, like, I'm feeling good that, I think I like this person, and I sort of made certain moves, or I had certain interactions, like I was looking pretty, or I was just being extra nice, and I was, wearing my best clothes, or I was just being beautiful. And she's like, I don't think, like, the initial feedback that she gets is like, oh, this person likes me. And then they leave her alone. So this is why we have this card. And we also have the Dark Night of the Soul, that that I think that instead of her probably like taking this personal and blaming herself and being like, oh no, what did I do? Like more like focus on where she's sort of finding these people. Like if these people are from a certain group or from a certain social group, I think that she needs to start. If these are friends or if these are friends of a friends, she needs to stop seeing these people. She needs to go and look for her own community or her own group of people, because these are not it. These are being very mean to her. And there's something about her enduring it. So I wonder if this is like people that she had been friends with for a very long time. Because with the Ten of Wands, it's like, okay, I'm sort of used to them being like that with me. You know, there's a sort of like, I'm bearing it. You know, I'm used to this. Like, I'm enduring this. You know, this is, they always do this or they always act like this. So I think that she needs a new group of people, of friends. And definitely do not go flirt over there. No matter how hot the person is or how attractive that person is, don't look their way, because they're playing with her. They're playing with her. It is awful. It is awful. This is why she feels it like she even gets a bit depressed. You know, she feels like in this very dark moment in her life where she's like, is it me? Like what did I do wrong? You know, I don't deserve this. No, you don't. But, you know, she also has to change her surroundings. Those people aren't it. She needs to change. Because probably she remains friends with these people. No, they're not good people. She has to stay away. Because probably it's not only her. They do it also with other people. Yeah, because, you know, when we started with the strength card, I was like, oh, she's trying her best to be more confident. You know, when you slowly are working on yourself and you're like, oh, you know, I think I look prettier than yesterday, or I changed my hairstyle, or I did something, and I think I look prettier. And they just play with her. But she blames herself. She thinks that she is the one with the problem. No, they are the one with the problem. Okay, I'm going to start with Blackpink. Okay, I'm going to start with Blackpink, Lisa. Please, guys, don't forget to leave a like to the live stream. I'm putting all my energy and effort here, please. I appreciate it. Wow. Very passionate, very passionate. Could this be a message about her current love life? She got this from the oracle. She got the card of knowing love. Oh no, like this. Know in love. Know in love, not in love. Okay, for Lisa, we have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Knowing Love card. It says, knowing love. This is about unrequited love. The oracle speaks of immense diversity, disunity, separation. The two wills at stake each express themselves by themselves and do not meet. They do not harmonize. But she's not that open to love. I don't know why I can see some messages here and here I don't see it. Okay. Lisa has too many barriers. Like if we think about this series, that we are like, okay, how does she flirt? She has a lot of boundaries, and also with all these ones, probably like the Aries woman that she is, or the strong concentration of Mars that she has, she probably is on fight mode. Like she will fight you, she will oppose you. Like you say white, she says black. Like you say day, she say night. Like she will oppose you, and she will sort of act annoyed near you. So I think that she's not the flirtatious type. And if she is flirtatious, there's something about her maybe being too intense, or just coming off like too strong, or like she does it, but she does it from a place of anger. So it's weird. So I don't know if there's something about her like, I don't flirt to satisfy you. I flirt to sort of show my dominion or my independence. You know, there's this need of her to be independent or being on her own. And it's like, you are not taking me from here. So even though I'm flirting with you, I'm also setting a lot of boundaries. And I'm probably like being a bit annoyed near you. Probably, yeah, just saying a few things. You know, like we mentioned the other day, we were talking about Venus in Aries, you know, this energy of like, okay, because I like you, I start bickering with you, or I start arguing with you, or I start opposing you. Whatever you say, I will say the opposite. Like whatever you say that is great, I will say that is awful. So there's this need for action, like action and reaction. Whatever I do, I attack you because I want to see how you respond to me. And she's a tough woman. She's definitely a tough woman. But also, you know, maybe, you know, we start with the 10 of Wands. So probably for her, you know, in this, the keyword is unbelievable burden. So maybe, you know, when we think about flirting, you know, maybe for her, flirting, it feels like a burden. You know, maybe she's like not connected with that. She flirts, but she flirts from a place of dominance. You know, she doesn't flirt from a place of softness. You know, she's not like the typical Venusian, soft, cute. She cannot do cute. She cannot do, oh, you know, I'm all cute, I'm all innocent. No, she cannot. She will run you over with her energy. She will run you over. And she's too much. She has a lot of fire. She has like, but also she's always like reminding you, stay where you are. Like, I'm flirting with you, but stay where you are. This is why we have the 7 of Wands in the middle. There's defensiveness. It's like, watch me, observe me. Yeah, I will dance for you. You know, I will act all sexy, whatever, but don't come near me. You know, when I flirt, this is why we have from the oracle, knowing love. If I flirt with you, it's not because I have feelings for you. I'm just flirting. I'm not in love with you. So for her, it's all from a place of more instinctive, kind of animal, kind of sensual kind of sense. You know, it's like, you know, yeah, you like me, you like what you see, I like what I see also. You know, so there's this rawness, you know, there's this very raw attraction, you know, very instinctive, like animals, I would say. But at the same time, she's like, don't come close to me. Like, and don't act like you are in love with me to get me. Like, oh, my feelings. No, no feelings. I'm not in love with you. I'm just flirting. I'm flirting. And it's very hard for me to flirt. Like, there's something with the Ten of Wands that she probably hates it. I don't know. Like, I mean, I think that she doesn't hate it like a way of expression, but for her, she cannot help like to be like, oh, now I have to act like I like you, but I don't like you that much, you know, and I have to. Maybe tomorrow I will have to be a bit much more expressive, but then I will have to be a bit much more elusive. You know, she cannot do that. She cannot do that. She has to impress you. Like she has to impact you. Like she has to see like that she really makes an impact on you. That you are not ignoring her beauty or her sexiness or her energy. You know, there's something about her like, I'm taking over you. Like, I am the boss of you. Like, she's very dominant. She probably uses to flirt to be dominant, to dominate the other person. But it's like, don't think that at some point you're going to get cute with me and I'm going to lose the boundaries. No, I always keep the boundaries up. Always. Even if I like you. But yeah, also with the Three of Pentacles, we have perfection. So again, we have the work environment. So see, for her, it's also all about the work environment or the routine. You know, if she is going to do this, she's going to do with her people, or she's going to do the flirtatious things at work. She's like, oh, I do this because it's my work. I actually am not like this. She probably is much more proactive, sincere, much more aggressive, I would say. Like an Aries woman. If you know Aries woman flirting, this is Lisa. This is Lisa all the way, all the way. But she always, probably is her Scorpio moon, she will put a sort of like a limit to you, you know, like, yeah, I can be, you know, actually I can be attracted to you, I can actually be provocative towards you, but that doesn't mean that I'm in love with you. It's just flirting. Initially, you know, we're talking about flirting is initial, it's like initial phase. So for her, it's like, I don't mix my feelings. I don't mix my feelings. And also it's very interesting because if you see, you know, the flowers, you see, I believe this is like a lotus flower, and then this is like, how do you call this? We call it a cactus. Do you call it also a cactus in English? Like a cactus plant? So you see that it also has like a spines, you know, it's you cannot get that close to a cactus, it will sting you. Well, she is like this, you know, she has her layers, so she will sting you. She will hurt you. If you get too close, you know, it's not, don't try it. Don't try it. Like, for me, it doesn't work like that. Cactus. Cactus. I don't know why I wanted to say porcupine, the animal. I wanted to say that the animal also with the sting. But she's tough. She's tough. The person that gets her is going to be very lucky, but she makes you go through hell. She's tough. She's a tough woman. Like, if you are a competitive person and you get to get her, you're going to win a prize with her. Because she's totally worth it. But she's a tough woman. She's a tough woman. You're not going to impress her just like that. Okay, I'm going to continue with Jennie. Porcupine. Dead porcupine. I was thinking about that when I saw the cactus. I don't know why. I mixed them. Okay, for Jennie, how does she flirt? Okay. For Jennie, we start with the King of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Wands. We have the Chao Nu card. The Chao Nu card. We had baptized this card the Chao Nu card because we think that this is like Chao Nu. Since it's the Five of Wands, it gives Aries energy. Um, and from the Oracle, we have the card of the initial difficulty. This is so Jennie. When I read for her and her love life, it always like it seems so drastic. Like it says, the Oracle offers an invitation to not reduce your partner to an object, not to sell oneself in the name of love, nor to sell oneself in the name of love, but to open oneself to the freedom where love can exist. I'm going to read it again, guys. It says, the Oracle offers an invitation to not reduce your partner to an object, nor to sell oneself in the name of love, but to open oneself to the freedom where love can exist. Yeah, I can sort of I can see it. I think that she's very emotional. Definitely, she probably brings the emotion to the connection, and she probably is someone that when she flirts, she definitely gets emotional. She probably feels the butterflies. This is very Venus in Pisces. I am a Venus in Pisces myself, and I am like this. I have to have, the emotional connection in order to flirt. If I don't feel the emotional connection, or if I don't feel the reciprocity, the telepathy, that very silent but telepathic connection, that empathy from the other side. And at the same time, I can also be this when I introduce myself to someone that I like, especially since I'm a therapist. It's not, it's not that hard to guess that, yeah, I want to help others, but in there's also my need to be loved or to be appreciated because of the service that I give. And I think that for Jennie is very similar in the sense that she probably becomes like this King of Cups, like the saver of the person, or like she wants to help that person overcome something emotionally. She gets very immersed in that person's problems. Maybe she also has like these great, very deep conversations where the person opens up, and she instantly becomes this therapist or this listener, this very active listener, and actually she's doing all this because she cares. It's a part of her, showing that she's interested. She's showing all her emotional tools. She's like, oh, I'm here for you. Like, yeah, I'm paying attention. Oh my God, what you're telling me, it's awful. Like, tell me more. Like, do you need something? Like, we can continue talking somewhere else. Tell me all your problems. Something like this. But she really does from a place of really caring, because she's a very intuitive person as well. So probably she cannot help that when she likes someone, she gets emotionally, she gets very sensitive, she gets very connected, and she offers her, her ability to be sweet, to be a very good companion, to be this very emotional sponge. She absorbs everything that the other person is telling her. She probably attracts a lot of narcissists or people that probably they take advantage of her being so so open to listen, or so open to help them, or so open to understand them. There's something about her being super compassionate, and this is her love language. This is what she does initially to flirt. So it's not going to get sexy. It's going to get emotional. It's going to get emotional. So she probably is going to attract a lot of broken children, like broken adults, because it's like a therapist, like, tell me more. Tell me more about your sad story. But at the same time, the more she advances, the more she gets this, this connection with the Two of Pentacles. Then she starts, there's a part of her, this is like the earth maybe element in her that is like, I feel like initially I showed you everything of me, or I gave you my attention, I helped you, I gave you this, I was so generous, I was so understanding. Now I'm asking of you to give me the same. So this is where I sort of see her probably, changing a bit as the time passes, and probably as she makes sure that the other person is interested in her as well. So it's like, okay, I gave you my time and my attention. Now she can cause a bit of chaos or a bit of drama to see if the other person is going to be as emotionally responsible for her and her well-being as herself. It's like I gave you all my attention, I gave you all my affection, I would say even. So now I'm sort of creating a bit of chaos, friction, to see if you will be there for me as well. And with the Two of Pentacles, this can become a bit of a pattern of hers, to sort of introduce a bit of drama or a bit of indecisiveness. This is why the Two of Pentacles is like so, that people is like, oh, it's balance. But for me, it's like someone also not deciding, someone that is like, yeah, no, or I don't know, or I don't know how to say no, or I don't know how to tell you this uncomfortable truth. And I'm sort of like, moving, and I'm creating certain dynamics that can confuse you because actually I don't know what I want. So there's a part of her that she can also transmute. This is why she's super emotional, but she's so complex at the same time. It's not like she has a plan like, oh, okay, I want emotional stability. No, there comes a moment where she also gets lost in her own desires, and she doesn't know if she still wants this. So it's like then she starts playing, she starts pulling the strings, to see how the other person is going to react. Maybe, I can tell you a thing that can hurt a bit your feelings, and then you tell me something that hurt my feelings. And then there's this very confusing dynamic that never takes the relationship anywhere. It just creates this very awkward, I want to be with you, but not now. Let's be friends, but I want to be more than friends. Like it's so confusing. And also with the 5 wands, the 5 wands, again, trouble. Like, test. I'm going to put you to the test. I'm going to make it uncomfortable for you to get a hold of me. Initially I was the sweetheart. I was so loving, and then I become so erratic and chaotic. I don't know what I want. I confuse you. I argue with you. So she becomes a bit like difficult. And she knows that she does this. And I think that in this series we call it how do we flirt. How do we flirt? Probably for her it's not just flirting. It starts her being emotional, her being a sweetheart, her being the sweetest. But then, when there's reciprocity, when there's this dance, because, if there's something that Jennie gets from just flirting, is that probably, for someone it's like the exercise of flirting with someone casually. For Jennie, probably flirting that leads to that person having feelings for her, or developing feelings for her, and her developing feelings for that person. So it becomes a relationship. Like there's feelings involved. It's not just like, oh, I'm just flirting, I gotta go, bye, I don't know you. Like if I don't see you ever, bye, have a good life. No, for her it could turn into something more like a relationship. But even though it can be a relationship or a connection, there's going to be drama. There's going to be instability. There's going to be moments where she doesn't know what she wants, or she's going to fight you. And when you decide something, she's going to be like, no, I don't want that. I'm confused. There's something about her saying the word, I'm confused. So she is interesting. This is why the cards, the initial difficulty, also this keyword is so interesting, because I can sort of see Jennie probably being this person that, when the connection starts having difficulties, she panics and she wants to break things off and she wants to end things. It's like, oh no, we're having issues. I don't like the way you're talking to me. I don't like the way you said this to me. I'm ending this. There's something about her not letting the relationship sort of have its own rhythm. She wants to control where the relationship is going, how it's going to be, and it's like, oh, this is not what I want. Like, I'm disappointed in you. This is not what I want. So it gets a bit like, it gets confusing. It gets like, I don't want to be with you, but I want to be with you. Maybe the other person also is responsible for this, because like I said, she is an emotional sponge. So, this that she's behaving maybe is a reflection of the other person's character as well. So, maybe she also attracts people that also are very manipulative, or they try to convince her like, oh, you are the one that decided that we break up, or it wasn't me, or you are the one that created this. So there's something about her also getting angry and resenting the person. So it's not a simple flirting. It gets chaotic. Yeah, so I got tired, like just talking about it. I got tired emotionally. Like I got, like, oh my God. But at the same time, I empathize with her. I empathize with her because when I was young, when I was her age, I was like this too. Especially with the car of the initial difficulty. I was like this too. Like if we started to have issues, we just started and we are having issues, whatever it's communication or what, or you're not doing what I think that you should be doing as my partner. I have this need to end things. I don't know why. I used to do that. And thank God I always had these partners that were very insistent and they were like, okay, you are in a bad mood. I will let you be. I will let you alone. I will come back later. Because then I would sort of make up my mind. But I would be that, that kind of person that is like, we have a small issue. I want to break up like this. I don't know. I think that is very childish behavior, obviously. And also is to test the other person to see if the person is going to come back or not. But yeah, I think that maybe there's a lot of people that have this mechanism, this, that you don't do it like consciously. You don't do it consciously. It just happens, you do it and you don't see that you're doing it. Maybe in my case, when we grow older, we start seeing patterns in ourselves as well. Yes, with maturity it gets better. Okay, I'm going to continue with Jisu. How does she flirt? Jisu, let's go. Okay, Jisu. Oh my God. If this is not like the representation of a Capricorn with Aquarius placements, I don't know what it is. She got from the Oracle the card of friendship. So I also see her just being like, let's be friends. Like, yeah, this was great. Let's be friends. Oh my. Okay, but she's lovely. She's lovely, Jisu. Okay. We have the star for Jisu. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the devil. So she knows what she does. She knows. Definitely Jisu is very powerful. She knows she has the control in the relationship. Like she's someone that she proudly is like, yeah, they are they are lost without me. Like she has that, she has that magnetism. She knows she has the hold of the person. You know, she's like, if I start flirting with you, you will not be able to escape me. Something like this. Okay, with friendship, the oracle says it is a fluid communication between two beings that permeate each other without penetrating each other. The oracle suggests that, in spite of yourselves, thanks to your intimacy, your relationship with your partner has transformed itself into friendship. So yeah, for her, probably, it can be both ways. It can be that has she has a very close friend, and they have been friends for a very long time, and then eventually, this evolves, gets more intimate, and it evolves into a relationship, a romantic one. Or it can be the other way around. Her starting a very romantic, passionate relationship, and then the sort of the feeling starts like, they get more used to each other. They spend more time together, and there's this vibe of like, you are like my friend, like I love you like a friend. It's like, yeah, I know we started this as a very passionate romance, but I think that I just want to be friends. There's something about her coming to this conclusion. But friendship it will always have to be in the equation for her. So probably, whether it's that she starts or she ends as friends, but there has to be friendship between her and her partner. There has to be chemistry, but also, a space for friendship. And she probably stays friends with her exes as well, because she's super friendly, like really. She doesn't like discard people from her life like this, like, oh, like we are not seeing each other or we are not working together anymore, like, oh, you don't exist. No, 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 she keeps people very close. But yeah, with the star, definitely with the star, I think that Jisu doesn't need to flirt. She just is herself and her magnetic self, and she has this sort of like Marilyn Monroe kind of energy, that she's a magnet. She's a magnet of looks, everyone is looking her way. People are whispering about her, and like, oh my God, there she comes. Like she's a star. Like wherever she comes, she's a star. She's like, fascinates everyone. And at the same time, with the Seven of Cups, there's something about her, just also, the Seven of Cups is a very Pisces card, and also the keyword is illusion. So, Jisu is someone that has the ability to sort of play with people's projections. It's like, whatever you think that I am that. Like, I can be anything. I can play different roles. Like, whatever you see in me, that part that you feel like, oh, she's so cool because she's this, yeah, I am that. But I can be another person differently. I can be another aspect, and I can attract someone different, and the person be like, oh no, when I first met Jisu, I felt attracted to this about her. And then someone else being like, no, for me it was this about her. So she is definitely very good at, especially if she's flirting, she's really good at adapting and being like, okay, who am I going to be today for you in order to attract you? So she's the full of a box of surprises, she's like the Pandora box. It's like, you never know what you're going to get with Jisu, but she's super strong. Like, I think that there's something about her just being, she has this aura that she doesn't care. Like, because we have the stars, so definitely she shines so bright. She doesn't look, especially if she's around someone that she likes, she's not obvious. She knows that she has, that she knows that the person that she likes is looking her way. She knows it. She knows it. And she just acts like, oh my, like, you're so nice. Like, oh, thank you so much. You're so nice. But, she's slowly molding herself to whatever that person wants. But then we have the devil. So she's really, like, she's like, once I want to flirt with that person is mine. I have control over that person. And that person will not look at someone else, only me. Only me, only eyes on me. So there's something about her just acting very, like angelic, like, oh, like I'm not flirting. I don't know how to flirt. I actually am very awkward. But she has this magnetism, and she's also very possessive. She's very possessive. She's like, once you are mine, you will not be of someone else. Like, you will not get over me that fast. And also the keyword here is says greed. So she's very greedy in flirting. It's like when she decides that you are the person that she wants to attract, she's like, she gets very greedy. She's like, I want to see if I do this, if you are still attracted to me. Like she's so magnetic and so sensual at the same time. She has a lot of power, a lot of power. Maybe she's unforgettable for a lot of people because she is amazing. Yeah, she's very possessive. She's like, once I, like, you're not going to get what my leftovers. What was once mine will always be mine. Something like this. It's like, if I could, I would have them, crawling to me. Probably, yeah. It sounds intense. Okay, let's continue with Rosé. Yeah, that's the spirit. She knows. She knows. Okay, for Rosé, we start with the High Priestess. Three of Cups. Nine of Swords. And we have, from the Oracle, we have betraying, jealousy. Betraying, jealousy. Okay, it says, are you experiencing the dark side of love? Take the time to assimilate betrayal. In those desperate moments, what we loved in the other appears with absolute certainty. Observe it and do it yourself, keeping your awareness. In this attentive presence, grow, evolve, become yourself. Yeah, I think that definitely it shows, like, I don't know why this reading is so sad. Like, what happened with Rosé and her experience in flirting? This is something just very actually normal in some people. I usually have friends like this that they are like, I never do flirting very well, in the sense that probably they try to flirt with someone and either that person is interested in a friend of theirs, or they are not into them, or they are already taken. So they feel like a failure in that sense. It's like, I always feel betrayed, or I think that that person is into me, and then something happens that they show me like, oh no, I liked your friend, something like this. And I don't know why I feel like with Rosé is like this. For her, maybe flirting, it feels a bit traumatic because we start with the High Priestess. So there's something about her probably not wanting to tell others that she has a crush on someone, especially when she is with a group of friends. Like, maybe she has her group, or she has her group of girlfriends, and there's something about her like, okay, I want to flirt with this person, but I don't want to tell them, or I don't want them to guess that I'm flirting, So probably this is the reason why maybe then the other person ends up, sort of like having something with a friend of hers or with a colleague of hers or with an acquaintance of her, and she feels it like a betrayal. But she could have actually been successful initially if maybe she was a bit much more expressive. There's something about her not wanting to express like I like you, or that I'm flirting with you, and that I'm doing this with you only, or you are special to me, so this is why I'm approaching you. I'm talking to you because I'm interested. She, and also the high priestess, it gives me like, it says intuition, so this is someone that probably Rosé has a lot of inner world, a lot of inner voices. She probably tries to figure things out, especially when it comes to someone that she likes. She tries to figure the signs herself, or she tries to guess certain things. She's trying to, I don't know, she could even like use tarot or some kind of divination tool, something to be like, okay, I have to get, sort of an answer to, or I have to get a signal that this person likes me back, because otherwise I feel so, I don't think I can advance. I don't think I can be flirtatious because I need to be reassured. I need to be sure that they are into me too. So in her sort of search for validation, or sort of search for a magical signal, she probably also sabotages herself. She's like, oh no, that person didn't talk to me today, so I guess I'm not going to say anything because they didn't even look at my way. She probably also is very lonely. She's like, she doesn't share it. She doesn't say it. She's not, because there's a fear of her like losing, like, I don't know if she feels like someone is going to steal that person from her if something like this happened. But yeah, also the Three of Cups here, it says community. So at the same time, I think that she also shields herself a lot, probably, with her own people. Probably she's someone that, it's really hard to get to her or to have this very flirtatious, intimate moment, because she's always surrounded by others. She always has her community or her group of friends. So it's like that person that you're like, okay, I want to talk to you, but you're always with your friends or you're always with your people. So I cannot get close to you, and she probably feels like either her or the other person is always surrounded by others. So there's something about her, since she's so sensitive and so secretive, she's like, I prefer to sit here and not do anything about it because I feel like I'm going to lose. She takes it very seriously. So there's something about her having a lot of fear and insecurity about flirting. She's like, I better do not do this. There's a lot of people. They must be watching. They must be watching us, And also the Nine of Swords, despair. Then she goes back to sleep, or she goes back to be by herself, and she hates herself. She's like, why am I like this? Why do I live always on my mind and I don't take action? I don't think Rosé is someone that takes action. I think there's something about her sort of like pulling back, even if she has her community and if she has her people. Maybe she likes to be alone, or she just doesn't share that much of herself. Maybe people don't even know what she likes. Like for example, when you are with your friends and they're like, okay, what is your type? What kind of person do you like? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Just for the person to be nice. She's like this. She's really hard to read. She's very secretive. Very sensitive. I think that also when we have this kind of betrayal, she probably, like, maybe this was like a past experience when she actually like took the initiative for the first time, or in a very important situation she took the initiative and maybe she got rejected, or maybe she didn't even have the chance and she heard that this person was interested in her friend or in someone else, and this also can hurt your you know, your view of yourself, you know, like, oh, you know, the others are really good at attracting this person and I was not, you know, this is why they never look at me like the way I look at them. So there's a lot of fear of rejection in here. But yeah, she's also very secretive. Like she, if she stays in her secretive world, I don't think that people are going to be able to be like, oh, I think that I'm going to go over there and talk to her. You know, she seems very different. Mm. Mm. Okay, I'm going to continue with Kiss of Life, Natty. Kiss of Life, Natty. Mm. Okay, we have the card for her from the Oracle. She got the card of the innocence of a child. The innocence of a child. And she got the Seven of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Four of Swords. So yeah, she's another one that she sort of is other people's fantasy, but she doesn't do much about it. She's not that proactive like people think. She doesn't. She just enjoys probably the attention, but she doesn't initiate. And there's something else. She has her values also. She's like, yeah, I can send you the fantasy, the image, but internally I have my own do's and don'ts. Like probably about flirting, she's like, if it's work, I will do it. But if it's for me personal, I don't do it. Yeah, the innocence of a child. It says, the exoram evokes the natural state of things. It is an invitation to act naturally, just as a child does. This is true, irreproachable behavior. Yeah, I also think that she is like very, you know, this is why we have the innocence of a child. You know, she's really having fun in this period of her life. She's really like probably enjoying the attention, you know, enjoying the possibility to be in the spotlight. You know, she's enjoying her career. She probably also has this very, you know, very optimistic and bright and childlike behavior, but there's a freedom in her. You know, she probably is not thinking like, oh, I'm going to seduce this person or I'm going to move like this so this person looks at me. No, she doesn't. She is in her own world. She doesn't have those aspirations. She doesn't have those aspirations. I don't know much about the Kiss of Life girls. This is one of the first times that I read in this series for them. But I think that there's something about her, like with the Seven of Cups, with illusion, just like the same that I said for Jisu when she got the Seven of Cups, is like they are very well aware that they are wanted. So she's like, I will send you the illusion. Like definitely, like you want to flirt with me, I will send you the illusion. I will be whatever you want me to be. But at the same time, you know, with the Hierophant, is like, I don't know if she has certain beliefs, if she is religious or what, or she just has very strong values that she's like, once I'm out of the stage, I drop the illusions and I am just a very grounded, serious person. Like in the sense that I think that she is not using her sensuality or her power of attraction to go and flirt with the opposite sex or with whoever. She's like, I actually don't do that on my free time. I'm actually just very structured person. I'm very simple. I'm trying to learn in this experience. I'm trying to absorb everything. I'm rehearsing a lot. I'm practicing a lot. I'm learning a lot. I'm sort of integrating a lot of wisdom in this period of my life. So I'm not actually being flirtatious, no. But I can sell you a fantasy. If I wanted to, I can send you a fantasy. Because she's very innocent, it's like she can be playful. She can be playful. But it's like she's like, I'm not interested. She's someone that if she probably has advances from others, she's like, no, thank you. I pass. I don't do that. No, thank you. Because we also have the Four of Swords, solitude. Solitude. So for her, it's like, I prefer to be alone instead of being with bad company. She's also someone that she's very reserved. She's like, when the cameras are off, I just go on my own, and I do things on my own, and I just enjoy being by myself. But she's so fun. When I see the innocence of a child, she's definitely just so vibrant. She's so, she has a great personality. She's also super fun and very friendly. But don't confuse it. She's not looking for males approve. I wanted to say validation. That's the word that I wanted to say. She's not looking for anyone in particular, like, look at me. No, she's not. She's not. She just sells an illusion. She just sells an illusion, and that's it. She's so cool. I like her. And also I like her that she's like, she's like, no, thank you. I don't, no. It's like, thank you for loving and appreciating. I think that she definitely gets a lot of propositions. She definitely, people flirt with her a lot. And she's like, oh, thank you, bye. She's very wise. She's very wise. This is why I'm like, either she has like a strong system of values, or she's very religious, or she's very smart when it comes to business. She's like, you are not going to get me into a scandal. I care, sort of, you're not going to drag her, like, oh my gosh, she acted so irresponsibly, or she did this, no, you're not going to get her into this. She's very smart. She's very interesting. I like her. She does look younger. Okay, I'm going to continue with Julie. She was on 16. The reality where twice came from. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. She's so wise. That's why maybe, that's why she has the Hierophant in the middle. And also she has good advices from like older people. But she's just having fun, she's just having fun. But it's like she's also taking a break. She's not exhausting herself to prove something. She's like, no, I like to be by myself. Okay, for Julie. For Julie, we start with the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Wow, this woman feels different. Her energy feels totally different. And we have this card that it says, happiness is to love. Look at this, it's so cute. Happiness is to love. Wow, this one is a romantic. This one is a romantic, I can see her. Okay, it says, beyond the simple reality of the couple, the oracle speaks of success. As soon as the aspect of love is extended as an instrument of bonding with the human union. To do so is simple. To love is sufficient. Yeah, she is a lover, definitely. She is a lover. She is a lover. I think that she is a romantic, probably. And when I say lover, I think that she is very expansive in the sense that she can love everyone, everyone. Like she's so like this, you know. I don't know why when I say this, I think that there's something about like she is like she could be attracted to a guy or a girl, you know. She has no boundaries. Like there's something about her, just love is love. She's very, very independent. Like I see all these cards in here, and I think that if she flirts with you, you are going to know. You are going to know if she flirts with you, because the level of self value that she has, she really loves herself, and she puts herself. She's like the protagonist, you know. In her life, she doesn't doubt. You know, we start with the Nine of Pentacles, so definitely she's very. There's something about her feeling very secure and also showing up as this very self-sufficient person. Maybe she knows she's very skillful. I don't know, maybe she's rich. I don't know. But it seems like she's someone that has so many talents, or her attractiveness, it has to do with how she presents herself. Maybe she's very confident, or when she talks about herself, just people think that she's amazing because she knows about everything, or she just is very good at presenting herself. You know, there's something about her being a bit individualistic, I would say. But yeah, we're talking about flirting, so of course, like I love it. Like we don't have other communities in here because, you know, if a flirting instance, you know, you're flirting with someone, it's supposed to be like one-on-one, you know. And I think that she makes a great impact on the person that she likes. I think that she takes the charge. I think that she's the one that initiates the flirting, or she's like, I like that person, and she's very honest about it. She's very honest about it. And probably she, if she likes someone, she's someone that she starts flirting, like talking about her accomplishments. You know, I was able to accomplish this for myself. Like I was able to be independent in this. I grew up and I did this for myself. You know, she's more about like talking about the I. You know, she doesn't talk about others. She talks about herself, her own life, you know, what she values, what she cherishes in life, and also what makes her feel so grateful. She's so grateful, you know. So she has a very powerful speech, especially because I have the two, I have the Ace of Swords and I have the Queen of Swords. So this is, as I'm talking, I feel like I'm drowning in my like I feel like I'm talking too fast, because she gives me this vibe that she doesn't need like mediators. When she likes someone, she goes and talks to the person. She initiates the conversation, and she's not shy at all. She's not shy at all. But she loves to talk about herself. She loves to talk about herself. So probably she attracts, you know, maybe someone that is a bit much more like shy, or just a good listener, probably, you know, because I see her just taking the charge and being like, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something about me, and this is my story, and you know, this, I came up with this idea, and this I created. You know, she's very proactive, and she loves to talk. She loves to communicate a lot, and also she's very creative. She's very creative. So I wonder, is this woman like a producer? Is this woman like like a creator, something like this? Because does she have her own business? Because she's so smart. She's so smart. She has experience. She's like, you know, very self-efficient. She knows things. She knows things, and she's not shy about it. She's not going to be like, oh no, I don't know how to do this. I'm so innocent. No, she's like, no, I know, I know. But yeah, she's so loving. She's so loving. She loves everyone. And she probably loves to flirt. She loves to flirt. She loves to make the other person uncomfortable. It's like probably asking uncomfortable questions, or like the conversation gets a bit tricky. She loves that. She loves that. Okay, I'm going to continue with Billy. I didn't know they had a member named Billy. Okay. For Billy, we start with the Knight of Cups. Very emotional. Very emotional. We have the Two of Swords in the middle, and we have the King of Cups. So yeah, another one that is very emotional. It's all like, she is very empathic. When she likes someone, is so empathic, is so giving, is so open to listen, a great conversationalist also, but always from the heart, tell me how you feel, something like this. And from the Oracle, she got the card of totality. Totality, the Sun card. She's so wise also. She's so wise. She's such a bright energy, and she's very honest, very open. She shines very bright as well. It says, times are good. You have a mastery of life that allows you total freedom of action. And the fact that it is not selfishness is demonstrated by you're not doing anything to make this harmony happen. So probably she's feeling like either she's going through a sort of glow up, or she's just feeling so good in her life that when we think about flirting, maybe she really does it. But she does it from a place of that she's very graceful, that she's very talented, probably in flirting. She knows how to connect with people. She's I see her very willing to go and talk to people or listen to people. She definitely is someone that has a lot of love to give. She probably falls in love at first sight. When she sees someone, she falls in love with that person. But also, with the Two of Swords in the middle, she could be, she could have a secret crush on someone and just feeling like, oh no, like I don't know what to do because does this person like me back? I don't know. I have to make a decision. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to do. Or probably the person that she likes is also someone that even though the person says that they like her back or that they care about her, actually they don't know what they want. Or they are also in a crossroad where they cannot choose her. So definitely she's very dreamy also. She probably is very imaginative, she's very romantic. She wears her heart on her sleeve. And I think that probably has to do because maybe these are times of her feeling very good about herself. So she's like, yeah, I had this moment with this person that I like, that because I have this King of Cups here, this could be like an older man. This could be someone that is older than her. This could actually be a real connection that she has. But I think that this is like a real connection that she has. It sort of puts her in a very undecisive place, whether the person doesn't make up their mind if they want to be with her or not, or she is the one that doesn't decide what to do, because maybe there's age difference. Maybe I think that both of them are very are very compatible, because I have from her side the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So there's something about them probably just being very emotional themselves, so they attract. It's like, oh, you are like another part of me. You are my reflection. You are so emotional. You understand me. You get me in a deep level that maybe others don't get me like this. But there seems to be indecision in the middle. So, there could be something about her, feeling all of this or feeling this connection and actually like also feeling like, this cannot be. Or I don't know how to advance. I don't know how to move from here, because there seems to be like a lot of connection and a lot of feelings, but not a lot of action. So she's a Pisces. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. She's so kind. She's so kind. And I think that she has found someone that sort of resonates with her, is very similar. But probably the timing is not okay. But again, you know, like I mentioned when I also got the King of Cups for Jennie, I also said the same. And here we are talking about two characters or two core cards that symbolizes, you know, that this is, we're talking about flirting, and in here all I get is feelings. So probably there's a lot of mixture of perceptions, you know, intuition, like telepathy, like, oh, I feel like I know you from somewhere, some other life, you know, like it's all very spiritual, but at the same time, it's all very much an illusion. Like it's all perception, you know, it's all feelings, intuition, but in reality, there's not, a like an actual outcome. So probably she has this, maybe she has a type, maybe she idolizes someone, or she has like an older man that she looks up to and she finds attractive, and she fantasizes about this person. And maybe she even fell in love with this person. She falls in love with this person, and it's like, I'm not flirting, I'm not doing anything, because we have the Two of Swords in here, and she's like, I cannot do anything, but he's so kind and he's so receptive towards her that there's something about her being like, I can keep daydreaming, right? Because, you know, I feel reciprocated, you know, probably because the person is so kind, is so understanding towards her. Maybe this could be like a senior, you know, someone that is older and more experienced in the industry and somehow was super nice to her. And for her, it's like, that's my person. That's the person that I like. And the only thing that I can do, because I cannot flirt, is to be like so emotional when she is next to him, or she's like she gets all like emotional, you know, like sort of daydreaming of him or fantasizing about him, or just adding attributes to him that maybe he doesn't have. But it's like, I daydream about you, but I don't do much. So so is she very young? Is she, how old she is? How old is she? Because it's so cute. Because actually, I don't see the King of Cups being a bad influence, but probably there's something there that, you know, like I said, there's a lot of like intuition, like, oh yeah, like I look at you, you get me, and I get you. But in reality, they don't concrete anything. So I wonder if there's some especisms in there, you know, if there's some delusion, if there's some delusion in there. She's 20. Yeah. She's 20. It shows. Okay. I'm going to continue with the other member, with Hanuel. Sometimes I cannot even read my own writing. Yeah, for some people there's no such a thing as flirting. It's just feelings and sometimes fantasy, yeah. Oh wow, the King of Cups is coming up. The King of Cups is coming up. Okay, for this member, for Hanuel, we have awareness. Awareness from the Oracle of the I Ching. And the cards, we have the King of Cups again. So could this be the same guy? Six of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Is she also a Pisces? Like, what is going on? What is going on with these people? All emotional. All emotional. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she is mature. Emotionally, she's very mature. She's very mature. But again, there's this emotionality. Never again, I think that she's a bit much more practical. A bit much more practical, because I have the Six of Pentacles here. So even though she's very generous, she's very giving, she probably also is the one that when she likes someone, she sort of is like, she wants to be of service, she wants to help you, she wants to be there for you. She's very intelligent emotionally, so she's like, okay, how are you? How do you feel? If you need anything, tell me. I will listen to you. I will be there for you. You know, just very, you know, also motherly kind of vibe. Is very, very intelligent emotionally. I love it. I love it. Like, if these girls are part of a group, it makes sense that they complement each other because the emotionality of them is great. But again, the Six of Pentacles, it gives me restriction. Not restriction. It gives me fairness. You know, it's like modesty. I give you, I am generous with you, but I'm not desperate to impress you. It's like I can give you of me, I can be generous, I can help you, I can assist you, and I can give you something of value that you want, that you need. I'm here for you. But I do it from a place of just a bit. You know, it's like I'm not going to pay for all your things. Like, you know, I'm generous, but I'm also very observant of, like, I'm not going to give all of me in this dynamic. You know, I'm just getting to know you. So yeah, I'm emotional, I can get attached, but at the same time, it's like I understand that I cannot give all of me. I have to keep some things to myself, or I have to preserve myself. And also this has to do also with money and probably her presence. You know, there's something about her probably valuing. It's like she knows what she gives to others. It's like, I gave you my time, or I gave you my help, so I'm sort of keeping track of what I gave you. So there's something about her, you know, counting maybe things and being like, this day, on this date, at this hour, I know I lent you something. So it gives me Virgo vibes. But I think that it's a way of her sort of like maybe setting boundaries, and also knowing that since she's so generous, she needs to find a balance between, I'm so emotionally attached when I flirt with someone that I start to give and give and give, and I need to be much more responsible. I need to restrict myself because otherwise I will lose it all, and I don't have much. So she's very intelligent. She's very intelligent. And also with the Six of Swords, we have the card of movement. So see, it's like she can have an emotional connection, she can be super generous, but at the same time, she's not afraid to move on. She's like, okay, like if you say or do something that I don't like or I don't agree on, I will move on. I will move on. Like the Six of Swords is like, I will go and will not look back. So yeah, we can have this moment. I can feel attraction towards you. I can help you out and being generous and cute. But at the same time, I'm flirting. And this is not a relationship. I'm just flirting. I'm just being nice. Maybe today I like you. Tomorrow I can change my mind. And this is why we have the Six of Swords. The person is like, I move on. Like if I feel like we are not, I don't want to sustain this with you, or I don't think that we have a future, I will go. I will go my way. You know, you don't have any strings attached to me. Just go, do you, and I wish you the best. You know, and this is very interesting because she got, you know, the card of awareness. I don't know if I read the meaning of. Did I read it? The card of awareness. Did I read it? Oh, okay. I guess I didn't. Awareness, it says, the hexagram shows a static situation. The oracle does not want to judge the state of affairs, but invites us to reflect on the mechanisms or conditioning that generate it, and on the inner qualities to be focused on to get out of a situation of stagnation in which you will only rot. So see, I think that she's sort of, and also it's interesting that she has the card of awareness, because there's something about her, maybe in her experience, she had learned that when you are too generous or when you are too sensitive, like, you know, people take. So there's something with the Six of Pentacles is like, I will only give a bit of my time and my attention and my appreciation. If I feel like you are not responding back, I will move on and I will leave you talking to yourself. Like, and I think that for her, it's a whole accomplishment to be able to move on. To be able to move on from being so emotionally invested and so interested in someone, to be able to govern her own emotionality and be like, I was so generous in the past, I will not do it again. I will limit myself only to the person that deserves, my efforts, my attention, because she's also very practical in some aspects. So when I see the kind of awareness, and she's also like looking outside, she's reflecting also about like, I guess I have to move on. I cannot stay waiting for someone to give me the same amount of what I give. If the person is not that committed to be receptive, this is not the place for me. I have to go. I have to go. I cannot keep staying and waiting for this person to change. So it's so interesting. It's so interesting. She's so wise as well. She's so wise. Ah, ah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Sorry, I'm doing this. Yes, it's like she probably, in a past experience, she was too generous. You know when you give too much, and she knew. She knew. She was like, So now I'm not afraid to go, just move on. Now I'm not afraid. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue with IVE members with Wonyoung. Let's go. Let's go. I can make it. Before my babies wake up, I can make it. I see that there's one that had opened her eyes. So she's going to start making a mess. People must be thinking that I talk to that I have real babies. No, I have cats. Okay. Okay, for IVE Wonyoung, we start with the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and we have, from the Oracle, we have Falling in Love. So what is it about Wonyoung? Wonyoung is a different person that I read for in like a while ago. I know she's very young, but like she's opening to falling in love. So wow. And also all these aces. I'm like, she's beginning to connect with her, with her being actually very proactive and just being very open, like, yeah, I like you. Okay, falling in love. It says the hexagram embodies nature in its splendor. Therefore, the oracle is simple. What you are living through raises your heart and spirit and puts you in touch with the everlasting and imperishable splendor that is love. Let this flame burn completely without expecting anything else. Wow, she's feeling passionate. Like I can sort of feel it. Also, this is very Wonyoung. This is like like the Venus. This is like the Venusian. Like I love it. But yeah. And also I think that I know that that Wonyeon it's a Virgo girl, and we have the Three of Pentacles, so definitely it could be work related if she starts to flirt with someone. It may be a colleague, it may be someone that works with her, maybe someone that she has to spend time with this person. So this is the only way that you will get Wonyeon's attention. It's like, yeah, we can flirt, but we also have to work. We have to get things done. And probably she also values companionship. She values, partnership. Like, I want to see you, how you develop and how you work in the real world. Like, she probably has a thing for very hardworking people. And this is why she maybe has like these office crashes, or like when you are in the same environment and you're all working and you're all busy, and she's like, wow, I find that person that is working over there so hot, and like I love this. Yeah, because we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, a lot of passionate beginning for her. Ace of Wands literally says beginnings. So maybe she has recently like just discovered like this part of herself, feeling a bit much more seductive, feeling a bit much more comfortable in initiating conversations with the person that she likes. Maybe in the past she was a bit restricted. She was like, I'm not sure, or I just have to be perfect also, or I have to follow certain rules. So her energy probably felt a bit restricted, like, I have to be professional. But now energy is changing. And I see her just, starting to be much more expressive when she likes someone. Or probably she has met someone that sort of has the criteria of what she likes, or someone that she does admire. So it's like she cannot control it, because the Ace of Wands is this very strong desire that takes over us, that we cannot control it. It's like once it starts burning, you cannot control it. And also with the Ace of Swords, creation, we are creating something together. We are working together. We are talking about work, or we are talking about creating something. And I think that this is when they have this moment of closeness, this moment of like, wow, I really like your mind. Like, I think that you're attractive, but I also like the way you think. Like, because we can get creative together. So I love this for her. She's definitely allowing herself to feel, and also to have crushes, and probably to be a bit expressive about it. It's like, okay, if I like someone, I will go and talk to the person, or I will just keep communicating, instead of just remaining silent, and just being there. I think that she's becoming more brave in that sense. It's like, okay. It could be someone that she's like changing, like sort of having to study with that person, or having to spend time with that person. Yeah, but she's like allowing herself to be much more natural, and it's like, oh yeah, I find them attractive, but it's like I like how they look, but I also like that they are very smart. Yeah, it's so positive. I like it. Okay, I'm going to continue with Ray. Another one that she got the Tom of Love from the Oracle. She got the King of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Empress. Was this woman in a relationship before? Or she had like a long crush or something like that? Because it also feels like, she was caught up on someone. The Tome of Love, it says, in marriage there is a repression, a domestication of love in function of other interests, of the ego's primordial fears, which mark its ends. The oracle signals that it is time for revolution. Evaluate what your life is based on. The invitation is to regenerate yourself. In you, there is always a creative force capable of renewing and renewing yourself eternally. Yeah, I think that, yeah, she sort of was caught up with someone, but also if we think about the King of Swords and the Nine of Swords, there's something about her, probably when she expresses herself towards someone that she likes, maybe she comes off like a bit bossy. Maybe there's something about the way she communicates or the way she says certain things that maybe are not that attractive for the other person. Probably she says something and then she regrets saying certain things. The Nine of Swords, it also gives me like she can actually say a few truths, that are truths, because the King of Swords is very truth. But probably she's too, or either she's too intelligent or she's too bright that they are not used to someone like that. So probably when she likes someone, she initiates certain conversations that are very important, or she makes certain remarks that maybe the other person is not ready to sort of like absorb, and it's like she leaves people like sort of with their mouths open, like, what do I say to this? Like, what do you want me to say to this? But yeah, I think that, yeah, maybe she also maybe was made to feel like she wasn't like she was inadequate for this, like, you're not good for this, or you are not good for me. But then we have the Empress. So at the end, I see her just shining and being very abundant, and also she's so pretty, like, or she's very Venusian. So she has this part that maybe she sort of has to slow down initially, probably. She says a few things that are a bit controversial, or maybe part just cannot take it, because with the Empress, I think that maybe she's so beautiful that maybe, I don't know, the people that she likes or that she tries to flirt with this person, they are like, I prefer that you are just beautiful and just hush, don't say anything. So she has this sort of like, this division within herself. It's like when I speak my mind, they make me feel guilty about it. But nevertheless, I always get the person that I want, And also, the Empress, it's also someone that probably she's looking to grow in the bond. For her, it's not just about flirting. Maybe she's also looking for the person of her dreams. This is why we have the Tome of Love in here, that this card mentioned the word marriage, or a very long-term relationship or a partnership. So maybe she dreams of having a marriage, or she dreams of this. So maybe for her is that complex, is that important that they build something, or that she becomes someone important, or she becomes very much appreciated. So, but I think that, yeah, maybe she has to sort of quiet her mind a bit, because, yeah, the King of Swords is someone that is very honest, but probably when we think about flirting, maybe it is a bit much. Maybe it is like, it's contradictory. It's like she can sound bossy, but then she's so ladylike. So it's so, and it's like she has her objective, that her objective or her goal is to have maybe a very traditional marriage, maybe she looks up to other people's marriage, maybe she looks up to her parents' marriage, and she's very traditional like this. She's like, I want that. But at the same time, she has to learn to communicate, with more grace, or probably just not, just listen a bit more and not talk too much. Yeah, express yourself, but don't take over the whole conversation. Because I believe that she knows that she messed up. Because with the Nine of Swords, it's like, I wish I hadn't said that. but thank God, because the end is the Empress. If she has to flirt at the end, she's going to get the person that she wants, because she's beautiful. She's beautiful, and she's also Venusian, and she probably also, maybe she dreams of being a mother, like a housewife. There's something very traditional about her. But yeah, when she talks, maybe she's a bit controversial. She's very interesting. I'm looking at Negrita. She's rolling on the bed and she's like stretching herself. She's already up. Okay, I'm going to continue with Liso. Is it Liso or Lijo? Sometimes I cannot understand my own handwriting. But yeah, Liso. I think that is Liso. For Liso. The first time I read the name like this. Okay, for Liso, we start with the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Two of Swords. And from the Oracle, we have the card of the Spring. This is the first time I believe I got this card in the channel. The Spring. The Spring, it says, the image depicts what is deepest in us humans. It evokes our essential nature. The oracle is simple. Do not lose contact with that intimate inner reality, because it is from there that you extract, consciously or not, the life force that animates all your gestures your whole life. Oh, so it's cute because the oracle is somehow telling her to, to always be herself, to not forget that she has this energy, that it doesn't matter, maybe because from the cards that I have here, maybe she didn't have many pleasant experiences. Like at the beginning it seems like it was successful, but then she's left with a lot of in conclusion. Maybe the person just didn't reciprocate, or they just didn't give her an answer, and they left her just feeling very confused, and maybe wonder a bit about her worth, or maybe if her energy is okay, if she's having the best attitude. I don't know. But definitely, I think that she has the potential. She's a very special person, very special. Energetically, it feels. But yeah, probably flirting with her, maybe there could be some, maybe her not seeing the person that she was flirting with for what they really are. So she got her hopes up for that person, and actually, then she started feeling this is exhausting because I always have to be the one that initiates things. From the other side, I don't get a response, or from the other side, they expect me to be like this, or they expect me to text them, or to initiate the conversation, or to remember the important things. They don't do the work, I have to do it. So, and she feels very pressured. So yeah, it seems like flirting for her, it becomes a very heavy issue. Because yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. See, she really is very insistent. Then we have the Two of Swords. See, she's being left sort of in the middle. It's like, I don't know what this person wants of me. I don't know if I'm good enough for them. They confuse me. So I wonder if she dated a Libra. Because initially she feels like, you know, and also it's very interesting because here the Ace of Pentacles, it says manifestation. So probably she really, like I mentioned the other time, that someone got this card as well. And the manifestation or the success, for me, feels like when you flirt or when you manage to get the attention, the initial attention of the person that you like. You know, the person that you are like, that's my type, or that's the kind of person that I aspire to be with. You know, when you have your ideal and you're like, oh, I'm getting the attention of the person that I really like. So for her, it's like, I manifested this. You know, this is great. This is so great. Like, I finally got the person of my dreams. And then it becomes so tiring. It becomes so exhausting. You know, it says discipline in adversity. So there's something about her having to probably endure a lot of things, you know, maybe put up with a lot of things about this person not showing up or not being, you know, considerate towards her, leaving her alone, and sort of pretending that she remains in there. You know, it's like, okay, you have to keep interested in me because you said that I was your ideal person. So you have to keep, you know, interested in me. Like, don't talk to others, talk only to me. So definitely, I think that she definitely like, I think that it's not that flirting goes wrong. I think that for her it's so interesting how everything starts very well. Like, she feels so lucky and she's like, wow, I got the attention, or like the person that I liked, actually they like me back. Like, I sort of, you know, started flirting with them and they got it, you know, and I think that probably is a, like, it takes a lot of skills, maybe. You know, I don't know why I feel like when she says this, maybe they have a lot of obstacles to see each other or to be alone. So maybe if you want to flirt with a specific someone, but there's a group of people, or you are part of a group as well, it's really hard to be like, okay, like, is this person going to get the signal that I'm flirting with them because we are not alone? Because what if other people sees? Well, look, it's very demanding. It's a job. It's like, you know, you can actually get it wrong if other person sees you, or if someone confuses and it's like, oh, are you talking to me? Are you being flirtatious with me? And then it's like, no, not you, move over. Like, not you, get out of the picture. Something like this, you know, it feels crowded, it feels challenging. But she's like, you know, she probably is very loyal, you know, she's like, okay, I guess I will have to wait, I guess I will have to endure this. But at the end, you know, with the Two of Swords, I think that she's left with having to make the decision to leave it at nothing, and that this ends up being nothing, and this is it. But the cards are like, you know, never question your energy and your, you know, your her power, you know, never, because this is probably wrong timing, or that this is not a great moment for this, or the person is not for you. But it has nothing to do with your own value, nothing. I'm so proud of them um, that they haven't opened the door to get out. Okay, I'm going to continue with, wait guys. With EunJin. EunJin. The name sounds familiar. I think I read for her. Another one that struggles, but maybe this one has two options. We have the Two of Swords for EunJin. Two of Swords, Three of Swords, and Eight of Pentacles. And yeah, from the Oracle we have the card of receptivity. Receptivity. It says, this card is a sign of a strong yin presence. There is receptivity in your life. Observe how it governs you, what it implies, and what comes from it. The creative force is settling and gaining concreteness in you. Yeah, I think that she definitely has to be much more open and flexible to her own, I think that she can definitely flirt, but probably, with receptivity, it's like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, don't force it. I think that for her, probably it's not that she's not authentic, but maybe she pressures herself to look or do a certain way. It's like, if I don't get this, or if I don't get the reaction of this, I think I mess up. So instead of this feeling like a very fluent kind of energy between two people, that you look at me, I look at you, and we connect. For her, it feels like, okay, it's now or never. I have to get all my weapons, I have to get ready. And I think that, first of all, I honestly, I get the strong vibe that she hasn't found her type. With the Two of Swords, it gives me that she actually doesn't have a type to flirt to. She probably has been caught up between two people being interested in her, because we start with the Two of Swords, so I can sort of see her just having two options, but not being interested in neither of them. So there's something about her probably questioning, like, what is wrong with me that I don't feel the attraction, or I don't find these people attraction, and I cannot choose because I don't feel like it. I don't feel inspired to be flirtatious. I don't feel it. I feel like there's something wrong with me because I don't feel it. I don't feel like, oh my God, there comes the person that I like. Wait, I'm going to get her cute. She cannot. She cannot. And probably when she tried, we have the Three of Swords. So maybe she tried once and it didn't go very well. And she felt like a fool. And definitely for her, it hurt her pride. And it's really hard for her to get back at this. It's like once her pride is hurt, and once she is like, oh no, I mess up. It sticks in her mind and she cannot let it go. So these are moments where she's like still trying to figure out, like, okay, I will wait for the right time. I will wait for the person. I'm not interested in these people. I don't like neither of them. Like, I don't find anyone cute. Like, I can sort of see her feeling a bit resentful either, because it's like, I wish I could be simple, like some people, that just see a certain person and are like, oh my God, I love them. She's like, I can't. I have conflict with that. I cannot. Like, they don't move me. They don't make me feel something. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. And probably she also acts a bit like like she's angry at people, or like she's resentful towards certain people, or does she have like a resting beach face? Does she have that face? Because I can sort of see her scaring certain people away. And it's like she does it on purpose, definitely. This is why she gets the kind of receptivity, because it's like, you are feminine, you have yin energy in you, you are receptive, so let it happen, relax, let it happen, let it come to you. But if you keep, being in this very um, like this, it seems like she's in discomfort and in discontent. Like, oh no, I don't like this. Oh no, I don't like this. Oh no, like always like, and that's not cute. That's not attractive. That's not attractive. Um, but yeah, again with the Eight of Pentacles, I think that she's slowly learning that, okay, maybe I should chill, maybe I should change my manners, maybe I should change my body language. I don't know, maybe she frowns too much, or she has a way of staring at people that maybe, people are like, oh my God, she hates me. And no, she actually maybe is like, she's having a bad day, she's having a headache, she's having her period. I don't know, there's just random things that she could be annoyed about, but it's not that she has something personal with someone. But definitely she is a bit intimidating, and probably like for her, it's like when you talk to her about flirting, she's like, don't mention that word. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't find anyone cute. Poor girl. She's like, and she has two, because she got the Two of Swords. I get that she has two options. But she's like, I don't like these people. I don't like them. I don't want them. I don't care. It's like, you can have them if you want them. I don't want them. She could be picky also. Okay, I'm going to continue with Liz. Okay, for Liz, she got Seven of Cups, the Tower, Daughter of Cups, that it would be like Page of Cups, and from the Oracle she got the card of Love Yourself. Love yourself. Yeah, another one that is very emotional, but at the same time she is chaotic. She is chaotic. In the middle with the Tower, I think that she's very unpredictable. It's like she can love you one day and maybe change her mind the next. So, don't take her for granted, because she's gone. Love yourself. It says, the Oracle is an invitation. Love yourself. In fact, the real problem is that you often don't even accept yourself. How many times have you done what you really liked? Start now, here, immediately. Yeah, I think that she sort of resents herself also, because we end with the Page of Cups. So there's something about her being like, okay, I am so nice to others, or I'm so sensitive, and I'm always there for others. And I think that didn't give me like a good impact on people. She also gives me very water vibes. I don't know why, but with the Seven of Cups, we start with the Seven of Cups. So again, maybe she daydreams a lot, or fantasizes a lot about someone that she likes initially, and she sort of puts attributes on that person that maybe they don't exist. Maybe that person is not like that, but since she is into that person, maybe she's like, no, but that's the person of my dreams. It's amazing. They have all these attributes. So yeah, we are meant to be, and it's so sensitive. It's so ideal. She has ideals, and maybe she could also flirt with not flirt, because I don't see action. Honestly, like when I said the same about, you know, the other girls that also they got all these cups, that is like, yeah, it's all love, it's all very romantic, but I don't see actions. So this is more maybe what is going on in her mind or in her intuition or in her perception, that she's like, yeah, I'm illusionated with this person, like I'm in love with this person, I love this person, like I think that they're great. But then, you know, to action, I don't see much, you know, I don't see much. And also with the tower, you know, the tower talks about like something that got ruined, you know, an interruption, something happened that sort of made her like fall or just, you know, wake up from this dream. This person is not, or maybe this person is not interested in you, or this person is not who you think that they were. So there's something about her just sort of having to wake up like this to reality, and maybe, you know, she, honestly, she doesn't like that, you know, that sudden ruin, you know, that sudden fall, that sudden deception. Is like, why is it always me? Why do I always do this to myself? You know, why do I put attributes on people that I know that are going to let me down eventually? You know, because we have the Page of Cups, so definitely she sort of takes ownership, that is her energy, or is her doing, or is her imagination, you know. But also, you know, here the keyword is meditation. So I think that she's also learning a lot about herself and maybe her own emotional processes, that maybe she gets too attached to someone right away, or she falls in love maybe, or she just adds attributes to this person that maybe they don't exist actually. So it's tough, you know, it's tough because she is very emotional. But the tower in the middle is like a calling from God or from the heavens, like a sort of thunder that comes to destroy everything. And it feels like chaotic, you know. She feels it like you can feel the you know, sort of the thunder, you know, you can feel the noise, the you know, the ruins falling. It's a bit shocking for her, you know, when reality hits her, and it's never good news. You know, it's always like, oh, you know what I heard of this person that you like, or you know what happened with the person that you like. You know, it's always bad news. And she's like, my God, I was going to say God in Spanish, sorry. But yeah, it's like, why me? Like, why? Like, am I so unlucky that this happens? Like, but I think that also maybe if she's talking to someone or she's flirting with someone and it gets interrupted, it's sort of like the skies are sort of letting you know that's not the person. We are sort of saving you problems in the future. But she doesn't see it like that. She's slowly, with her intuition and all the cups in here, maybe she's slowly trying to figure out that it's a message. It's like salvation. It's like we are liberating you from bad karma. But yeah, she's very sentimental. She probably gets very much on her feelings. But yeah, with love yourself, definitely. Just like focus on yourself, like work on yourself. Don't focus on your crush of the day. You know, like they are not that wonderful actually. They are not that wonderful. You are not missing anything. You are not missing anything. Don't worry. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to continue with the last one with Gael. 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 How does she flirt? Gael. Okay. For Gael, We start again, Seven of Cups, illusion. Seven of Cups, Page of Swords, curious, and Knight of Cups. And from the Oracle, we have, is this another Scorpio member? We have the card of sex. So she has sexual fantasies about this person. Like, she's like, I find them attractive. I like their physical attributes, or I like sexy men. Maybe this girl is like, I like sexy men. It says, at the beginning of a union, love is sexuality. To evolve, it is necessary to abandon oneself to the simplest game of love. This is the invitation of the Oracle. Yeah, yeah. I think that she has, this is probably another member that is very passionate, and for her to start flirting with someone, she has to feel like the passion. She has to feel like the, that strong passion, definitely. And attraction, like she has to feel that pull. Otherwise, she's not interested. But again, with the Seven of Cups, what is it with these girls in this group being very much in their heads, like being very much like just illusionated, And I think that maybe it's because they are very young. I don't know how old she is, but there's something about them, and maybe all of them, they have this tendency, and I think that maybe this is also them as a group. Maybe they talk about this. They talk about like the crushes that they have, or oh, when I try to have this conversation with this person that is special to me, this happened. I think that they're very emotional girls, but also. I don't know, do they isolate from interacting with other people? Do they sort of protect them, not let them hang out with other like idols or with other people? And do they protect a lot the girls? Because I think that for me, the Seven of Cups, it feels like they have a lot of time to sort of build these illusions. Maybe they do have each other in the sense that as a group they go together everywhere, but when it comes to interactions, they're never alone. So maybe also with the Page of Swords, it gives me this very imaginative and also this very sort of like trying to look for information, this person that is like, okay, I have to find this person's number, or I want to find their IG. She's very intelligent, but yeah, she's very curious at the same time. I think that this is someone that initially she can be a bit, illusionated and having a few fantasies and not seeing reality. But then, because of this reality, she's like, I have to do my research. Like, I have to go and look this person up or ask other people about it. She's very inquisitive, she's very curious, she's very intelligent. So she probably uses the internet a lot, and she starts Googling people, and it's like, okay, this is the guy that I like, or this is the person that I like. So I'm showing like that I'm interested, and I'm starting to talk to people about him or about them, and I'm starting to ask questions like, do you know him? Do you know them? Like, and I think that, yeah, she's a bit much more courageous, I would say. It gives me that she doesn't hide that she's interested, but she's so sweet. We have the Knight of Cups. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. She's so generous. And also she's very charming. And here the keyword is charming. And definitely I can see it, because the Knight of Cups is a very charming person. Someone that can make you fall in love, actually. I mean, I don't know if she's also like I don't know if she's like a whole water sign, because we have air here also, so, and we also have this that is sex, so it could be a passionate young woman as well. But I think that this also is very I think that sexual attraction also, when you have to flirt with someone, is important. It's part of flirting. Like for some people, a skinship or just feeling the attraction is like the initiator or the pull that you need in order to go and talk to the person or go and show a more flirtatious style. You know, maybe if you don't feel the attraction, you're like, yeah, I feel like I'm just talking to a friend. You know, I don't feel anything. I need to feel the attraction. I need to find them attractive, you know. And definitely, you know, they are part of a industry that it's also based a lot on images, you know, and how good you look, you know, and they work a lot on their images. So definitely the girl is not blind. Like she wants like a very sexy partner, you know. I think that she is all of us. And yeah, she's ready for love, I would say. I don't know how old she is, but I would say that with all this, you know, this searching, you know, getting information about this person, I think that she could actually, you know, match with this person and find that person and start something, because she's very interested, and also she's doing the work. You know, she's asking people. You know, some people know, some people don't know. But yeah, she's doing networking. She's doing the networking. She's doing the networking. Ah, she's a Libra with the Taurus moon, a Scorpio Venus for water placement. But she's, I like it. I like it. I like it because she went from illusion to like, I have to get information about this person. Like, I have to get the people that I know and ask about them. So this is great. This is teamwork. And she probably talks to different people, so she has the possibility to ask around. You know, if you don't talk, if you don't have many friends, maybe, or if you don't have connections, maybe it's impossible to get the information. But she has it. She's so intelligent. I like her. I like her. And I like her that she wants a sexy partner. I think that that's so real. That's so real of her. That's so real. I like it when idols are real. It's like, I want a sexy partner. Show me your abs. Yes, I get it. We all get it. um, and also, I find it very, you know, very um, you know, very interesting when someone says, you know, I value physical attraction, or I value that, you know, the person that I like, it's beautiful. You know, I think that we all have our own standards, you know, and we can say it out loud without offending others. You know, it's like, I like pretty faces, or I like tall guys, or I like, I don't know, this kind of body. I don't know. Then we don't know what we're going to end up with. Probably the opposite. But we can, at least we can, you know, sort of say it, you know. And also, our bodies never lie. You know, when you, at least for me, it's like this. When I feel the attraction, the physical attraction towards someone, my body language changes. Like, I gravitate towards the person, because it's chemistry. It's chemistry. And if you don't have it, it's like, I don't know, something is missing. Okay, okay, guys. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you so much. Um, this was a long one. This was a long, uh, but what? Oh my God. He was in here? Oh my God. Wow. Now I have to go and check out the news. Mm. Oh my God. Yeah. What a coincidence! Also, I didn't know he was in here. Well, I don't follow him. But oh my God! Now I will have to check the news. Oh my God! And that's so tragic. I cannot believe it. And also, what was it an accident or? Yeah, it's very shocking. Yeah. Like, was he okay? Because, oh my God. Well, guys, I will let you know if I hear something also from here, from the local news. Um, if I hear something, I will let you know also. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I actually don't, I had no idea that he was here. No idea. Well, I don't consume the news. I don't watch the news. But this is awful, and also he's very like, he's very um, popular. Like, I know who he is, but I had no idea that he wasn't here. No idea. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Oh, so sad. Well, we don't catch a break. We don't. We. Oh, let's hope we get. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't even want to say. Let's hope one day we get better news about something in the industry. I don't know. It's so. I think that these are not the times. Everything we are discovering is heartbreaking. One thing after the other. Um, but yeah. It's. I don't know. I think that we cannot. I don't know. We cannot recover. It's one thing after the other, the other, and it's so sad. It's like we cannot find like joy, like yeah. No, yeah, I'm trying to be or also not negative, but when you're like, why, like, so it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's like I wish we could have a season where we can connect and be like, this good thing happened. Um, and I thought we had it with Rise when they announced that Seunghan was back. We were happy, and we were stolen from that too. So maybe, I'm a bit bitter still for that. Even though I'm not a fan, but I'm bitter. I'm so bitter. So maybe it's that and a lot of things. But yeah. And do free groups next time. Okay. Okay, next time. Remember that if I do it next Wednesday again, it's going to be boy groups, free boy groups. Yeah, it's eclipse season, that's like as always. And what was I going to say? That the live stream is going to be on Sunday, guys. Hopefully on Sunday 2 p.m. my time, because remember that I have tickets to go see Taeyong's. Is it a documentary or is it like a concert? I don't even. I bought the tickets and I don't even know what is it, but I believe it's like a concert slash documentary of his, of TY track. So I'm going to go to the cinema, and it's around the hour that I do the live stream. So yeah, I'm going to the movies. So I will do the live stream on Sunday. So I hope that you guys can join. Yeah. It'll be my birthday on Sunday. Oh, have a lot of fun then. We're going to cheer for you here. We're going to cheer for you. I'm going to get a beer after reading, and we're going to celebrate for you. You work on Sunday? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Saturday. Mm. I'm going blind already, guys. uh, oh, that's so lovely. I love it. I love that thing, Nanya. I love it. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. See you on Sunday. And yeah, let's see what comes up. I don't know. I don't want to think anymore about K-pop, guys. I just, oh my, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what Sunday brings. If there's a new subject, something new comes up, and we're going to read about this, or we are just going to chat. Let's see how it goes, okay? Yeah, we don't want to think in general. Have a lovely rest of the week, guys. Bye.